Good evening, campers. I hope you're having yourself a chilled and productive, or not necessarily productive, but I hope it's been chilled and I hope you've managed to recharge your batteries a little bit. Seen a bit of auction action kicking around in the sunnier states, New South and Queensland. Yeah, a little bit jealous, not going to lie. Lot jealous, actually. I'm not going to lie. Right, my problem is, like, my weeks were anchored by Saturday, right, when I had options and stuff. So whenever the weekend rolls around, I tend to get a little bit lost as to where I am in the week. It's a bit weird. Dimitri, well, hello, my friend. I hope you're going well. Gang, I'm liking some of the answers already. So I've got a question that I've got coming up a little bit later on in the show. Which 3 famous people, dead or alive, would you have around for dinner and why? It's got asked of me. I think it's a really cool sort of standard question that you can get asked on these sorts of things. So I thought we'd tackle it tonight. Also got one about settlement gifts. But first and foremost, I just want to get everybody having a little bit of a think as to how their week's looking out of 10. How's the coming week looking for you, my friends? Out of 10. Make sure that you pop your answers in the comment section below. And by the way, guys, if you've got a question for me that you want me to ask on the fly, that's what I'm here for. It's why I love this whole spontaneity thing. Because generally speaking, if I let my brain get in the way for too long, it generally tends to screw things up. So if you've got any questions, the best answers generally tend to come from me when I get put on the spot. Well, I like being an auctioneer as well, I guess. But my friends, how's your coming week looking for you? For me, it's got the potential to be an absolutely tremendous week. I'm very much looking forward to this week. And look, you've got no excuse, in my opinion, for you to say that you're going to have a shitty week because you're in lockdown, okay? I really do. I am saying this with all sincerity. If you just blame lockdown for you having a shit week before it's even begun, then that's your problem, not lockdown's problem. But gang, at some stage or another, we've got to, get ourselves off the ground and actually get our asses into gear and do some work. So if you are one of those people that's thinking it's going to be Groundhog Week and we're not going to be able to get much done because we're locked down or blah, 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 then start using this a little bit more, start engaging a little bit more and get your shit together, because I reckon there's plenty of stuff that you could be doing that could give you a really, really cool, solid, productive week. All right. So, so my friends, that's my thoughts. I thought I'd put it out there tonight because I don't want people to be blaming this shit for them not doing anything. It's just not helping your mental health and state of mind and state of your business, state of your home life. It's giving you an excuse to be lazy. The people, and I probably will be as harsh as this. The people that are using lockdown now, with 4 weeks in, if you are still using it as a reason for you to not get anything done, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and wonder, is it me? Is it lockdown, or is it me just being damn lazy? Because you should be able to get shit done by now. All right? So that's my 2 cents on that. Gang, post your 3 famous guests, dead or alive, that you would have at your dinner table for a yarn and a feed. I'm going to answer mine in a little bit. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have put down on your section, on your stuff, in the comment section below. All right, first and foremost, though, I've been asked a real estate question around settlement gifts, what my thoughts are, what I used to do, what I would do now, and all that sort of jazz. Look, settlement gifts are a no-brainer. They have to happen. I mean, Connie just posted something on here. So, Connie, absolutely yes for gifts. Vendors spend a decent amount on comms and advertising. The least you can do is buy them a little something as a thank you. As for the buyers, they are future potential vendors. It's a no-brainer. Absolutely, 100%. I completely concur that settlement gifts should be appropriate. Interestingly, though, a lot more offices than not generally don't tend to get the vendor in. Or I've not seen, I have seen plenty of offices get the vendor something as a settlement gift. But a lot of the time, agents tend to think more so about the buyer because they are going to be a potential vendor, as opposed to the vendor that may have moved away or moved overseas or whatever the case may be, right? And honestly, I really do think we should have it the opposite way round. If we're looking at word of mouth, doing us a favor and getting people to come and knock on our doors and giving us their business, we need to really improve not our settlement gifts, but our settlement process. Okay, I would love to change the terminology of this from settlement gifts to settlement process, because honestly, I don't think a gift is really cutting mustard, if you ask me, by itself. You do the whole sort of shaking of hand or bumping of elbows or whatever shit it is now, and the handing over of a house-shaped box with a bottle of vinegar/wine and some chockies and whatnot, or a cheese board or whatever the case may be. Honestly, gang, what I think we really need to focus on is the process and how we can show both vendors and buyers that we actually give a shit. This is why I'm talking about settlement process, not settlement gifts. And here's what my suggestion would be for settlement processes. On the vendor side, obviously, you've got to be a little bit more flexible because of the fact that they may have moved out of your area, or they may have moved interstate or overseas, or whatever the case may be, right? But for vendors, I really do believe that we should be, if they were owner-occupied, we really should be giving them a call at least a week after settlement day and they've moved out, just to check in with them and see how they're going, how they're settling in. Was it an emotional goodbye? All that sort of stuff. Okay, I really think that we should be giving the vendors a call about a week after. And obviously, settlement gifts, you can get loads of different bits and bobs, but I really don't think the gift is the main thing. Like, I think the meaning behind it and the actions that are around it are way more important for me. So I think that, yes, you'd need a gift on both sides. You really should do a gift on both sides, but you need to be doing the calls afterwards, all right? Just so that they don't feel like you've done it, business done, away they go, off to the next one. Anniversary calls are too far away. So yes, you should be doing some anniversary calls just to check in and what have you. But I do also believe that you should be doing some in that sort of week to 6 weeks after settlement has taken place. So what I'd be saying to vendors is I'm going to give you a quick call after about a week just to check and see how you're getting on and whatnot. And obviously, if there's been any post that's been delivered to your old address, I'll have a quick nip round and see if it's there and send it on to your forwarding address. So that's one thing that you can be doing for them to help their lives out. Also, on the buyer side, as soon as buyers move into properties, they start to see all the crap that needs doing. So again, one thing that I would be doing, as well as a settlement gift, is doing a little professionally done. You can even do like a DL card folded, or a little A4 folded into a card with useful trades that are local, so that they know. Because whenever you move to a new area, there's always that concern of, right, oh shit, I don't know anyone that might want to, like a plumber that could come out and do this, or a carpenter or a chippy or whatever that could come out and do that. So do like a useful contacts list as a part of your settlement gift that's local, so that they feel like they've got some people that can help out. Okay, and then what you would do as a little add-on is work referral systems with all those trades. Get whoever the new owner is to do a little promo code thing. So Stockies, that was my old firm, Stockies. ABC Real Estate 1 or ABC Settlement or whatever the case may be, and then that way you can track that as well. If the trades want to offer a 10% discount as a welcome to the area, then that'd be even better for them and you. Okay, think about those things. Think about not just the gift, but their actual lives and how you can improve the bumpy road that is moving in and out of a new property. Okay, you really need to have a think about that. I set up a deal with storage containers as well, so storage units and whatnot. I thought that was really handy for a lot of people, and for me, the best bit was the communication. So with vendors, just checking in on them. If they've gone interstate, just seeing if there's anything you can do at this end. If they've moved into the same suburb, then do your postie bit. Just drop around the mail that they've missed out on that's gone to their old address. But on the buyer's side, I'd do a week phone call, and then I'd tee it up. So, right, at the end of the month, I'm going to give you another quick call and see if there's anything else we can help you with in any way, shape, or form while you're settling in. Right? Because everything's heightened. All their emotions are heightened, whether it's stress, anxiety, love, disappointment sometimes with some buyers, unfortunately. So you've got to make sure that you can do everything that you can to enhance their time in transition. So please, that's what I wanted to really get out there. Don't think about settlement gift. Think about settlement process, please. Settlement process. Now, gang, next question. Love this question. Bang your answers in the comment section below. If you've got 3 people that you would love to have for dinner, famous people, dead or alive, who would you have around for tea? Hopefully you can still hear me, gang, because the rain is starting to pour down quite heavily here in old Melbourne. So my three would be Albert Einstein, because he doesn't get enough credit for the philosophical thoughts that he has on record, on wax. He, don't get me, incredibly intelligent dude, clearly. But I wouldn't be just getting him round for that. I'd be getting him round because he just came across to me as such a humble individual and such a good opinion and a view on life. So I'd have Albert Einstein around. I'd also have Jim Rohn. So he's the predecessor to Tony Robbins, and I personally can stomach Jim Rohn more than I can almost anyone else that's in that sort of world and in that sort of field. One of my mentors, Rick Rushton, he had a chance to have a dinner with him because Jim Rohn was one of his mentors, and I feel that the influence from Jim to Rick to me has definitely been incredibly helpful in my life. So I'd love to have Jim Rohn around. And then the third one, massive debate on this one, whether to go down a businessy track. But the problem with business people is they tend to, a lot of them tend to help. So I'll probably, I'll be tempted to ask Gary Vee or someone like that around for dinner, right? So someone like that, someone current as well. Or would I go for another big leader like a Winston Churchill or something like that? I personally don't feel that Winston Churchill would be a tremendous dinner guest, though. I think he was really quite an introvert and a bit of a pain in the ass for everybody that was around him if he didn't get his own way. So I probably wouldn't go Winston Churchill, even though I admire him so much. So I possibly would go as a business person or maybe a sports person. Maybe a sports person, potentially. Maybe someone like maybe a Tom Brady or a Peyton Manning, or someone that is at the pinnacle. Maybe a LeBron James, maybe potentially someone like that. Someone who is current in business, but in sport, top of their fields, top of their games. I think that'd be really cool. So gang, let me know what your top 3 would have round for dinner, please. I've got Ian. He's put Steffi Graf, Andre Agassi, and Princess Margaret. That is an interesting little mix there. Princess Margaret, why her? Why her? Now, having said that, a lot of my family back in the UK actually thought the Princess Margaret is like the bee's knees. My mum, when she was a copper, actually looked after her and thought she was one of the best people that she'd met. So I can possibly get Princess Margaret, actually. Steffi Graf, Andre Agassi. It's an interesting one. Andre Agassi would be quite interesting because he had loads of demons, right? He had loads of demons. Not sure I'd have Steffi Graf, though. She's German, isn't she? So I don't know how Germans go around dinner tables. Definitely wouldn't invite Hitler, let's put it that way. Yeah, interesting. Gang, make sure you put your comments in and let me know who you would love to have round for dinner, famous-wise, celebrity-wise, dead or alive. Please pop your answers in for me. That would be tremendous if you could. Stevie Carroll. Here we go. Sir Alex, Gaza, and my dad. See, I would have put my old man as well, mate. You and I both know why. They did say famous people. So I can't, because, yeah, if it was anyone, then I'd have my dad as the last one. So it'd be Einstein, my old man, and Jim Rohn. I think that'd be really, really cool. Gaza. he'd be a bit of a loose unit, but I can understand why completely. Paul Gascoigne, that is, guys, famous footballer that could have been better than Ronaldo, I reckon, comparatively speaking. Had the mind to beat Ronaldo. He just had some demons as well. Sir Alex, yeah, get that. I totally get Sir Alex. I just hate Man United, so I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Or Bobby Robson. My equivalent of that would probably be Sir Bobby Robson. I'll probably have Sir Bobby Robson. Yeah, because he was a legend. He was an absolute legend. Bobby Robson would be up there for me, for sure. Gang, what else have you got for me? Tell me how your week's looking out of 10 as well, please, guys and gals. Let us know how you're feeling about the week coming up. Let us know how you feel about the week that's just been as well. I'm going to remind you all to make sure that you do your 3 lists, right? Your list of gratitude, your list of achievements, and then your list of targets that you're going to have for next week. Got to go for dinner. Keep up the good work. Yes, he was the editor of the Peterborough Evening Telegraph. Wow. Well, mate, in terms of locality, he probably would have been one of the big men around Peterborough because I doubt any of the local businesses would want to pee him off, right? So fair play. Anyway, you go have some dinner then, Steve. I think I'll do the same, man. Let's keep it short and sweet. But I really want to hear from you. Let me know who your dinner guests would be. So I've made the Ask Andy shows a little bit earlier tonight. So later on, if you pick up this video, make sure you tell me who your 3 guests would be at that dinner table, dead or alive. Make it famous, okay? Because I understand like there'll be relatives and so on and so forth that we'd all have around our tables. So let's do the famous thing. Which famous 3 people, dead or alive, would you have around for dinner? All right, gang, I'm going to leave you to it. Let you go enjoy your tea. Go and chill out on a Sunday. I've got a quiz to go win. So, my friends, until tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, I will see you then. You guys stay safe. Stay healthy. Most importantly, stay happy. And make damn sure that your week starts with a bang tomorrow morning. All right? Bit between the teeth, guys. Metro Melbourne, we're on the upward curve. We're almost out. So don't let yourselves down now. Take care, gang. Love ya.